Did you know that one of the most iconic albums released by Michael Jackson was almost banned from Italy? In this video, we're going to talk about a case that isn't often heard of in American media, but that has had a lasting impact on Michael Jackson's legacy in this country. It was 1991 when the Dangerous album was published, producing hits such as Black or White and Remember the Time, but also giving us some of the most evocative songs written by the King of Pop. One of them is called Will You Be There, which immediately topped the charts in many countries, reaching the 7th position on the general Billboard chart. The song is a deeply emotional, gospel induced plea for unconditional love, friendship, and loyalty. The song serves as an intimate confessional where Jackson admits his own vulnerabilities, expresses his fears of abandonment, and asks for support during his life's trials. The track was also featured in the 1993 family film Free Willy, which won Jackson an MTV Movie Award the next year. But why is Italy involved? Well, everything started in Switzerland, where the son of a famous Italian songwriter and singer named Albano was studying. After hearing Michael Jackson's song on the radio, he noticed that something was off. To his ear, it seemed oddly similar to one of Albano's songs, called I Cigni di Balaka, Balaka's Swans, published in 1987, many years prior to MJ's hit. He informed his father of this coincidence, and after hearing and comparing the two melodies, the Italian pop artist decided to sue Michael Jackson for 4 billion Italian lire, which made around $2.5 million at that time. In fact, when listening to both tunes side by side, they found that 37 out of the 40 notes were identical and that even some of the lyrics sounded similar. This event eventually led to Dangerous being preventively withdrawn from the national market, and Will You Be There was consequently rarely played on broadcasts and radio stations. According to Italian media, the multi-million selling star ignored the case for many years and only showed up in court during a tour in 1997, dismissing all of the accusations. He said he had come up with the melody while he was staying at his own Neverland Ranch estate, and that he had never heard of Albano's music. The two artists went back and forth for many years until an endpoint was reached in 2001. The court established that both artists had actually taken inspiration from a much older song named Bless You for Being an Angel by the Ink Spots, published in 1939, which was also inspired by Native American songs. They were ruled as both victims of source amnesia, having probably heard the tune somewhere and subconsciously reproduced the melody in their own works. Albano has said in many interviews that he had come up with the melody during a 1982 tour he was carrying out in North America. Interestingly, he mentioned how the notes suddenly started to appear in his mind while sitting at a piano in Los Angeles, not too far away from Jackson's residence at the time. The Italian star unfortunately had to carry all the expenses at the end, but even to this day, he keeps believing that the similarities were too many. Despite his account, he has always respected Jackson's artistry and humbleness. In a recent interview, he also remembered how the American superstar had proposed doing a concert together to raise money and awareness for the children suffering in the nearby Kosovo War. Sadly, after Jackson's other lawsuits, the project couldn't be formalized. What do you think? Was it a simple fatality, or is there more to the story? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more content.